Hey, Kathy, last night was really great. It sure was, George. So I hear you two finally consummated your marriage. We did, Mom. So how was it? I don't kiss and tell. That's not what you said last night. What's he talking about? Kathy said she was gonna shout from the rooftops what a great lover I was. You said that about him? What can I tell you? I lost my mind. Along with your virginity. Ma, I lost that a long time ago. A mother can fantasize, can't she? That's what Kathy said last night when she... George, you talk too much. Don't you just love it when she's forceful?
Whatever may come our way, we'll deal with it day to day. We hope you'll be there while we're living in our timeshare.
You sure you have everything? I think so. So where are you two going? We're going to the park for a picnic. Isn't it a little cold for a picnic? Kathy says it's invigorating. Yeah, well, just wait until you're invigorated right down to your privates. Don't worry, I'll keep him warm. Come on, George, let's go. Where'd the kids go? They went to the park for a picnic. In this freezing cold? Kathy says it's invigorating. That girl is nuts. Yeah, but I've never seen them more happy. Yeah, I know. Ever since they consummated their marriage, they've been on cloud nine. They deserve it. They've been through a lot. More than most. Considering George's accident and Kathy losing her father, I'd say they're doing pretty damn well. I couldn't be happier for them. Speaking of happy, how are you and Roy doing? We're fine. You know how it is. Actually, no, I don't. You and Mary Poppins still having problems? Yeah, still having problems. Look, I probably shouldn't say this. But you're going to anyway. Maybe you two are just wrong for each other. You don't think that thought hasn't crossed my mind? Then why do you stay with her? Because I can't imagine my life without her. You love her that much? I love her that much. Does she have any idea how lucky she is? Is she? What do you mean by that? Look at all that's wrong with me, Phyllis. I'm not exactly a study in mental stability. Hey, just because you got a few fetishes. A few? I make Caligula look like a kiddie show. And yet she still loves you. Go figure. It is a puzzle. Well, you two are going to work it out eventually. Do you really believe that? Or are you just trying to lift my spirits? Maybe a little of both. I appreciate it. Anything to help. You know, you're a good friend. Oh, don't start going soft on me. You know what that does to me. You really go for those gentle types. What can I tell you? I'm a softy inside. And my fetishes don't repulse you? Oh, they make me sick to my stomach. But a friend is still a friend. I guess we accept each other with all our hang-ups. Hey, what hang-ups do I have? You? You're perfect. What's that? Sarcasm? Whatever gave you that idea? Something about the tone of your voice. My voice is always like this. That's the problem. Well, I think I'm gonna go wash my hair. Not that I can do anything with this mop. Good luck with that. Hey, Lexi, I just wanted to know how you were doing. Give me a call when you get a chance. Calling your cousin? I just wanted to make sure she was all right. That was quite a day. It sure was. Did you see the look on Steve's face when you took out the cling peaches and heavy syrup for dessert? How was I supposed to know it was a sore subject? You have to admit, that was a funny story. Your cousin sounds like she gets into trouble a lot. She does. One of these days she's going to get herself killed. You worry about her, don't you? Every day. Ever since I lost my Rosie, I worry about my family constantly. You and your daughter were very close. Not towards the end. She was so heavily into drugs, I couldn't do anything to stop her. I should have dragged her ass down to rehab, but I didn't. I blame myself for that. I'm sure you did everything you could. Some people just don't want to be helped. That was my Rosie. Boy, do I miss her. Have I ever told you what a great friend you are? Pretty much all the time these days. I can't believe I was actually afraid you were going after Steve Rogers. Oh, believe me, I was tempted. What stopped you? You did. How did I do that? I took one look into your eyes, and I could see how much you loved the guy. I was so scared back then. Totally inexperienced. When you bought that dress for me, I almost died from embarrassment. Yeah, but you saw the look on his face when he saw you in it. I wish he still looked at me like that today. He's just frustrated because he can't, well, you know. All too well. Can I offer you some advice? Am I free to ignore it? You probably will, but I'm going to give it anyway. I'm listening. Take care of your virginity problem. Make it as easy for him as he can to do the deed. Trust me, you'll thank me in the morning. Look, I know you mean well, but it just seems so dirty to me. Why? It's just not natural to be inserting things in there. Says who? Says my mum. You know, I love your mom. She's a real pisser, but she's got some really screwed up ideas about sex. She's very proper, and she raised me to be that way. And there's nothing wrong with that. But doll, you're not hurting anybody by taking care of your needs. I know. Look, didn't I show you how to pleasure yourself? You did. And wasn't that something your mom told you was dirty? She did. And didn't it feel great? It did. Well, this is no different, except for the feel great part. It's gonna hurt like hell. But after you're done, Steve Rogers will have no trouble sealing the deal. You're sure of that? I'm positive, unless of course he's dead. In that case, it won't matter anyway. I don't know. Just promise me you'll think about it, because it just may end up saving your relationship. I wonder who that is. You two went out together again? We had a blast. You have any idea how crazy this one is? I can only imagine. We're in the middle of the shopping mall, and all of a sudden this one starts singing, "I Gotta Be Me." And people started gathering around, throwing nickels and dimes at her feet. Don't forget the quarter the cop threw at me. Sounds like you were a hit. What hit? They were paying her to shut up. If I kept going, I think I could have scored a few $100. Unbelievable. And then we went to Burger King. And this one starts reading off a list of ingredients that could stump a chef at the Waldorf. And then she says to them, "That's my way." Well, they do say, "Have it your way." Little did they know. And to finish off this experience, she takes me to the park to feed the birds. I ask her why. You know what she tells me? I shudder the thought. Isn't that what Mary Poppins' mom did in the movie? Martina, that was not Mary Poppins' mom. Ah, but do we really know that? Maybe she was undercover. As a bad lady? We all know how cunning Mary Poppins was. I'm telling you, that poop crazy. We had a wonderful time. So did you feed the birds? She bought me a loaf of bread and started removing the crust. The birds don't like the crust. How do you know? One just knows these things. I sat there for an hour picking crumbs off my dress. So did you feed the birds? Unfortunately, there were no birds around. I couldn't understand it. We were better off when she was singing in the mall. It could have been worse. She could have been singing in the rain. Don't you dare. I don't suppose you want lunch. Are you kidding? I'm starved. I thought you went to Burger King. We did. So didn't you eat anything? I was going to until they threw us out. Why did they throw you out? Ask this one. Well, after I ordered my Whopper my way, the next thing I knew, they were escorting us to the door. The security guard had his hands all over me. What are you complaining about? It's probably the best time you've had in years. I know I enjoyed it. Too bad you'll never see him again. Don't be so sure. I slipped him my number before he tossed me out. Mum, you should have slipped him your number. The way he manhandled me? All the more reason. Anyway, I most certainly do want lunch. What would you like? I'd like 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Martina, that's McDonald's. That's where we should go next. So your mom, Martina, had a great time, huh? Martina, yes. My mum, not so much. Martina's an acquired taste, isn't she? And then some. Well, at least they're getting along. Somehow I can't help but thinking my mum is up to something. Like what? I think she's trying to get to Steve Rogers through his sister. To what end? I don't know, but something's just not right. Martina and my mum are like night and day. So are you and Steve. So what are you saying? Opposites attract. I don't think my mum wants to date Martina. Maybe she just wants a friend. Remember, she left her old life to come here. I keep forgetting that. I wonder who that is. Hello, ladies. Where are you two? We went to the hardware store. You gonna finally fix that bed? We're gonna try. I think Roy finally figured out the problem. And what's that? Too much weight. Too much information, Iggy. Are you telling me I weigh too much? I thought that part was obvious. He got you there. Oh, you shut up. Don't forget, sometimes it's both of us on that bed. But mostly he blames you. Iggy, what are you doing? No, let him talk. What else does he blame me for? Well, Iggy, shouldn't we be going downstairs right about now? That may not be a bad idea. I think I see steam coming out of Phyllis's ears. That's okay, Mary. At this rate, we may not need that bed at all. See what you did? I know. The plan worked perfectly. Are you warming up yet? I'm not sure. I think I can start feeling my toes. So, how was your picnic? It was great. It was invigorating. In other words, it was cold. I told George I'd warm him up. I'm sure you did. Well, I tried, but it was harder than I thought with the icicles hanging off his ears. I felt like a misplaced Eskimo. Maybe you two should go to bed. We're getting there. I just need to get my circulation back. I think that's what going to bed is for. And where were you? I had another session with Dr. Einstein. How did it go? All right, I guess. I don't suppose you want to talk about it. Not really. Hey, how was your picnic? It was great. George is still thawing out. It is cold out there. I suggested they go to bed. That'll do it. But I think George is having trouble moving. Hey, Kathy, I think my pilot light went out. You want to blow in my ear? Don't you dare say it. Say what? What you were thinking. How do you know what I was thinking? Because I know how your twisted, perverted mind works. And the fact that you know what I was thinking, what does that say about you? Oh my God, you're right. I'm a bloody slut. Speaking of which, I was talking to Rhonda. She told me what she told you to do. I'm sure she did. So, are you? I haven't decided. Well, no pressure, but I think it'll help a lot. Hey, Kathy, I think I'm ready to go downstairs. Just be gentle. I don't want to end up in somebody's drink. We did it. Did what? We fixed the bed. Well, it's about time. It's just gonna break again. What makes you so sure, Iggy? Iggy thinks there's too much weight between me and Phyllis. He has a point. You too? Have you looked at Phyllis? She's a big girl. Hey, Mary Poppins is no Barbie doll herself. In fact, have you noticed that all the women who live here are pretty big? How could I not? Oh yeah, you like 'em tall. Just another one of my fetishes that Steph has to put up with.
How are you two doing?
The same.
Where is she?
She went out. She didn't say for what.
I know for what.
You do? So what is it?
Oh no, she swore me to secrecy.
Oh, so now she's keeping secrets from me?
Don't all women do that? Don't worry, Steve. I'm sure you'll find out eventually.
That's what I'm afraid of. Steph's been acting really strange since she found out about my not-so-little secret.
You mean having the hots for her mom? Are you just looking to cause trouble these days? We all need a hobby.
I have a feeling Steph's gonna have a new hobby real soon.
Like what?
I'd rather not say. I don't want to get my hopes up. Well, it's about time you got home.
I'm sorry, I had things to take care of.
What's in the bag?
You'll find out soon enough. That's our cue to leave, Iggy. Where are we going? Downstairs to test out the bed. Don't you even think it.
Why not? I think you'd make a lovely couple.
Come on, Iggy, let's go.
What was that all about? They fixed the bed.
Well, it's about time.
So what will you be doing next?
I have some things to take care of.
You need some help?
No. I think this is something I have to do on my own.
It's gonna be all right.
It's going to hurt like hell.
Probably.
What if I chicken out? What if the pain is just too much?
Why not just try it and see how it goes before you go looking for trouble?
You're right, of course.
I'm always right.
Just because you're a man doesn't mean you're always right.
But I am.
You know, sometimes you can be exasperating.
But I'm still right. She just can't stand it when I'm right. Steve, how do you live with yourself?
Hi, Steve. I'm not Captain America Rogers here, with another installment of Timeshare Tidbits. John Lennon once said, "Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans." That was one wise man who left us way too soon. This week, the folks at Sunnyside went on living in spite of their plans. Roy and Iggy fixed a bed when I'm sure they would have rather been out doing just about anything else. Kathy and George went on a picnic that turned into a test of survival. I think George is still thawing out. Martina and Steph's mom went to the mall, Burger King, and the park, none of which turned out the way either of them expected. Certainly not Mrs. Bloodworth, who soon came to realize that my sister is just bat poop crazy. And then, of course, there's Stephanie, struggling with that age-old question of whether to use that zucchini for cooking or something else. I have no doubt I'm going to get the answer in due course. Hopefully, I'll be in for a pleasant surprise. But either way, it's life, and I'm going to enjoy every second of it, no matter what happens. It's just too bad I'm allergic to zucchini. Roger's out.